So a lot of people are really mad at celebrity cruises right now. In the last video, I gave you some good news. They added a whole new private island to their itineraries called Coco Cay. This place used to be only available to Royal Caribbean guests, but now is going to be accepting celebrity ships. On top of that, I found that even more good news since then. Apparently, Labadee, another private island owned by Royal Caribbean, which is located in Haiti, is now also going to be accepting celebrity guests. I've been to that place. Labadee is fantastic and it's going to be a good addition to celebrity itineraries. So two private islands that used to be exclusive to Royal Caribbean are now going to be stops on some of the celebrity ships as well. This sounds great, right? Well, it does until you start reading some of the comments on social media. Apparently, in order to make this happen quickly, Celebrity had to cancel 5 months of cruises it had planned in 2024 on the Celebrity Beyond. Instead of the ship sailing in Europe from April through November of 2024, Celebrity Beyond will instead be relocated to the Caribbean to offer sailings in the summer months, and more importantly, will remain home-ported from Fort Lauderdale all year round. So in other words, Captain Kate and Celebrity Beyond will call Fort Lauderdale in Florida home for the foreseeable future, as they're going to be doing year-round trips to the Caribbean. I hope Captain Kate likes her tan. So that's a total of 19 voyages covering more than 5 months are now canceled, including the transatlantic that was going to take the Beyond from America all the way to Europe. That's a lot of cruises, and that's a lot of people who are going to be quite upset. If you do the simple math here, let's say there's about 3,000 people per cruise, give or take, 19 voyages, that's like 50,000 people. Somewhere around that number, that's a lot of people to be angry. Now guests have some options. You can rebook on a different Celebrity Cruises European sailing, or you could also receive a 100% refund on a now canceled booking. Now, travelers who do decide to rebook will be given a $100 onboard credit per stateroom and $200 for the retreat. Now keep in mind, there is absolutely no onboard credit, discount, or any future cruise credit offer for any guests who decide to cancel their booking and accept the full refund. It's also important to note that the rebooking options will be at a prevailing cruise rate, and therefore, if the new cruise is at a higher price, guests will need to pay the difference to secure their new reservation. So in other words, if you got a really good booking on a Celebrity Beyond for those months in the past, you are no longer going to be able to get that, and you better hope that the cruise that you want to book right now is going to be the same price, because if it's more, guess what? You're going to be paying that. So a lot of people are really mad. You can imagine. Some have bookings, some have plans, some people are requested off from work, others have non-refundable plane tickets and a bunch of other reservations. There's one person that's actually getting married, and one of those cruises that was canceled was her honeymoon cruise. I mean, that's just crazy. I feel really bad for this person, but unfortunately, they're all kind of SOL. They're gonna have to book another cruise if they want to go on, because Celebrity decided to cancel 5 months of cruises. Now imagine, that's a pretty bold move if you think about it, right? That's a lot of revenue for them to just let go of. They must be pretty confident that the Celebrity Beyond is going to be able to make up all of that money going back and forth to the Caribbean for those 5 months versus being in the Mediterranean. Now, I've gathered a few comments from the social media, Facebook, a bunch of other places. I'm going to read them to you to quote some of the people that are on these, or were on these sailings. Steve says, "Just lost all respect for what was my favorite cruise line. Dropped a bombshell today by just canceling Mediterranean cruises on the Beyond for 2024 to move the ship to the Caribbean islands without replacing the already set cruises with another ship. Itineraries have drastically changed, and now flights, hotels, excursions all must be canceled. Big deal they offer $100 ship credit for this inconvenience. Long-time Celebrity cruiser, but no more. If that's how they treat their clients, it's time to move on. Beware, folks. If they don't give a damn about you or I," and well, it cuts off right there, but I think you got the point. Another person says, "Already looked and the same itineraries are not available. Similar itineraries for the same time of the year or later are almost sold out, with only 1 or 2 rooms still available. This is difficult when traveling with friends. I also lose on my onboard booking perks." Wow, canceling happens for various reasons, but to offer a $100 credit and rebook at prevailing rate is just wrong. they must have a research to support that they can make more money by canceling all of these cruises and putting the Beyond in the Caribbean. That's kind of what I was saying, right? Corporations normally don't take gambles, so they must have some sort of research, or maybe there's something else going on that we don't know about. But generally speaking, they're not going to lose money. They think that they're going to be able to make either that or more by going to the Caribbean with the Beyond. And one last comment over here from Beverly Fletcher. She says that she booked the Beyond just the last Friday while on board the Silhouette. She put a 10% deposit down. She thinks it's an absolute disgrace. They don't really have a ship replacing the Beyond, right? And apparently all the other ships are sold out. She did mention, this is kind of interesting, she said that they only have 2 weeks to do the rebooking, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Just 2 weeks? Like what she says, what about the flights? What about the hotels? That's insane. On top of that, she also mentions that she thinks that celebrity have known about the plans for the Beyond for a very long time, and apparently only yesterday, actually yesterday, you could have booked this cruise. So if they knew it, her point is, why are they, accepting bookings if they know they're gonna cancel this cruise? So originally when I heard about the Coco Cay being added to the itineraries, I was actually pretty excited. I thought, wow, cool, a whole new island. Now, of course, I didn't think about the other side of this, right? The negative side of other people having their cruises be canceled, having people not be able to go on their honeymoons. I mean, celebrity is pissing off a lot of people who already have reservations with them. I don't know if this is a good gamble, but I would love to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think about this? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's unfair? If you were one of the people on the cruise, what would you do? $100 onboard credit? Do you think that's enough? Let me know down below because I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.